Okay, now we are in the last section of the video. In the beginning, in the second portion, we studied about how government takes its own action of banning tobacco through FSSA, and then how Mr. Chaturvedi, Dr. Chaturvedi, comes out with own campaign, voices of tobacco victims, in order to spread the awareness, and then how he is trying in all his level best to support the particular Act FSSA to implement in all other states, and how we also studied about the Maharashtra government's action against tobacco. Right. Okay. Now, in the last section, we will see about what really happens after a person is affected by the tobacco, and how he is being treated, and how he actually spreads the even though others are not affected by his illness, but still they are affected by his or her sickness. Okay, right. Patients stream means to rush, rush. Patients stream into his clinic, Dr. Chaturvedi's clinic. Their faces disfigured means uh, not as it should be. Face not as it should be, that's the meaning of disfigured. Okay, not as it should be, right? That's the meaning of disfigured. And stitches running from their lips to necks. Okay, right. Now all those people who stream the clinic of this particular doctor, Mr. Chaturvedi, they are all with faces disfigured, and then with so many stitches here and there, because all of them are affected by cancer. Many have had part or all of their tongue removed and can barely speak. Many of those people who come out of his clinic, or who are going to his clinic, part of the tongues removed tongues. Okay, so tongue is the first agent that actually receives the tobacco, no gutka, right? So what happens? Cancer affects your tongue, your mouth. So many of them they have a part of the tongue removed, or the whole of the tongue removed. They are unable to speak. Okay, one example we have Pradeep Kumar Sharma. He was a 52-year-old coalfield worker from Madhya Pradesh. So this particular person, Pradeep Kumar Sharma, 52-year-old coalfield worker from Madhya Pradesh, has been consuming liquids through a tube in his nose since March. Okay, which means he doesn't have mouth. He was a tobacco addict, and what happened? They removed his mouth, and now he cannot eat food with his mouth. So what he is doing? He is consuming the liquid food through his nose from March onwards. So a patch of flesh the size of a golf ball was removed from his thigh to replace cancerous cells in his cheek. So what happened? Now almost one third of his face is gone, disfigured. So what they do? They remove some flesh from his thigh and then put it there on his cheek, which is missing because of the operation surgery. He is in lot of pain. It's not a simple thing. When you are affected by cancer and you undergo surgery, it's not a big thing. It's not a small thing. He has a lot of pain because they have to undergo lots of surgeries, operations. But his children and I are even more pain. Okay, the wife of Mr. Pradeep Kumar Sharma, Durga Sharma, says, okay, I know my husband is in lot of pain because he has to undergo so many surgery, but still, even more than him, we are in even more pain. Why? Because they used to beg him, they used to tell him not to take gutka anymore. They used to tell him not to take gutka. It really will kill you. But what happens? He never listened. I told you, in the beginning of the lesson, taking gutka not only affects you but also affects your family. Right? It affects every ways. Once your health is um, deteriorating, what happens? They will admit you in the hospital and they spend so much for the treatment. Okay, so gutka actually destroys one's life, one's future. Okay, so with that we complete this lesson. I hope it has gone into your head. uh, any of you who are addicted now, please stop doing that. Okay, so with that we complete this lesson. Okay, then see here we find some meanings in context. Okay, so kindly study them, and then comprehension, please do this one. Make use of your notes, and then there are other examples. Just a minute. Okay, so you find so many example exercise here. Please do it. Okay, right. This vocabulary, kindly refer your guide, and then please do it. And then this grammar part I will tell you in the next video. Simple thing about the reduced relative classes. Okay, right. Writing, listening, speaking. Okay, just go through them. Then look at the poster on page number 83, and here you find campaign against tobacco. Okay, so read it well and then answer these questions here. Okay, so with that we complete lesson 1, reading 1 of unit 3. Okay, thank you.